and welcome to today's NCCR Product News from the Oslo Motor Show.
Yeah, we are live in Oslo presenting some exciting new chapters for the NCCR Product development.
Yes, and exciting they really are. So we will walk you through the different things that we have brought with us to the show, and then maybe we'll let you have a nice look at the show as well, because it is a really nice setup this year.
There's a lot of amazing bikes and cars here, really. Oslo Motor Show, if you are looking for something to do for next year, this is definitely for the end of the year the place to be.
Yes, absolutely. It's cars, trucks, and of course motorcycles.
Yeah, and a lot of really builds from people who have really amazing skills. Yeah. So,
thank you. Yes. So as you can see behind me, we are actually on the Mooneyes Japan stand, which is really cool. It's such an honor to actually be here and be invited to be part of their stand. And from one frame to the next, you might remember this one. We brought it to Oslo in March, and it's called the shotgun frame because of the two barrels. And actually in March I was approached by John, and he just saw the frame, was like, I need to have one of those. I'm like, okay. And that's how we actually got to work on this. And he wants to put in a BMW frame, but he wants to do it in a kind of digger style. And I'm not that old, so I had to look up what a digger is. So it's when we also came up with this. This is a girder. If you don't know what it is a front fork that has also suspension in it. So if you look over here, it's actually our very first prototype, and it was done basically 2 days ago. That's why a lot of the pieces are still 3D printed. So the tripods are still 3D printed, here the adjusters and also the feet. And in the middle you have Wilbers. So this is a suspension that we can let build to your specifications, and it's in 2 places adjustable for you. And it's all made in Docol steel, so it's a Swedish SSAB steel. So this is what it will look like. You have the girder in the front, and then you have the shotgun frame, and in the back you actually have something that it's called a plunger suspension. It's also a relatively old concept of suspension, but we redid it in a very technical, nice and actually working way. And the engine, you see, is the BMW engine. Of course it will be turbocharged. You see the little turbo up here. And then just because John can do it, he wants of course to have a chain converted. So this is roughly what it will look like.
Cool stuff, isn't it?
So this is our frame, or the bike that we brought with us, because this is looking really normal, right? It looks like it's supposed to be like this. Doesn't look weird anyway. But if you know this is an 1150, this is supposed to have a Telelever front end. So it's supposed to have suspension in here, not a normal fork like you see here. So what we did is we made our own frame. This one, it's in Docol steel, so the Swedish SSAB steel. And what we did is we redesigned it to accept normal tripods and a normal fork. So this is the fork of this year's F900R, and it's just making so much sense, right? It looks like it's always been supposed to be this way. So it lets you build anything from it. You could make a cafe race, a hard enduro, whatever you like, because the engines are really reliable, really good, and you can get a working, reliable bike for basically no money at all. What else we changed on this? This is the Docol. What else we changed on this is we have a Wilbur suspension in the front and in the back. Then we did change the gauges, so they are changed. And also here it's supposed to be the lock from the original new fork, but that is moved to the side.
Yeah, and Ellen helped us out with the exhaust system.
Yes.
We have some cool sponsors on it.
Yes, then we have the boxes themselves. They're the smaller version. These are the ones that the police uses. Here we have some fun.
Louvers.
Louvers. This one are printed inlays. You can pop them out, so you don't have to see the ugly grips. And of course it's SC Project.
Yeah, and Ellen was a bit involved also. So yes. Ellen Hawks from APH product. So yeah, this is the bike what shows a little bit what is possible when you convert to a conventional front end.
Yes, and to achieve the the bagger style, you have the front screen, which is an MRA, which is a new product that we have now too.
Yeah, and the numbers on the luggage boxes. This is the 23 for the year when BMW was founded, and the 32, what was the first model?
That was the R32, right?
Yeah, exactly. And the project is called the Autoban.
So if you look closely, you can find all the letters. You have the N here, T, H, O, and you start in the front with the A from Autoban. So, this is what we brought. First thing, we